welcome to Verbal Pick Radio. We're live, C.B.D. class.
There we go. Now, I'm going to share my screen if you can see the screen. Give me one second.
Okay, yeah, I can see your screen.
What you see, Vince?
Right now, I switched to owner, but it's going back and forth through owner, but it'll come back up pretty soon. It's been doing that. It fluctuates.
Yes, there we go. Share.
Yeah.
What can you see now?
Okay, I got you at the top of the screen. Okay, gotcha. Make money with C.B.D.
There we
I
go.
got you. And I see you in the corner. We ready to roll.
Let's get started. So, man, once again, I'm glad. Thank you for taking this class, man. I hope this class is going to be very beneficial for you as well as others that you're networking with.
Right.
Now, Houston C.B.D., we are an education and retail company that believes in helping people with health and wellness. And wellness is the key to life. We must take charge of our health and stop relying on chemicals and governments to help us. So the problem, you know what the problem is? The problem is the climate, it's the water, it's the longer winters, the rain, the industrial impact. With the climate, you got the hurricanes, the tornadoes, and floods. With the water, you know our water is tainted. The bottled water is contaminated. Vitamins and minerals that we lack as far as the vitamin D, vitamin D3. And here in the Western Hemisphere, it's completely different from the homeland where we come from, where we didn't have all the other ailments and issues.
Right.
As well as the pollution, the radiation, and the white lights that we constantly walk upon that they don't talk about. The solution is clean water. It's the alkaline, it's the spring water that they don't talk about. It's us cultivating our food, the farmer's market. Let me actually go back and let me pause for a minute, Vince.
Okay.
And let me go back and record, because I know I said I was going to record this. So let me go back in this lecture for those who know. Record on it. Okay. Stop. Cool. There we go.
All right.
Can you see the screen?
Right, I see the screen.
What do you see?
Okay, right. It's kind of, it goes in and out to owner, then you pop back up, but it's coming now. All right, there we go. I see make money with C.B.D.
There we go. And once again, thank you all for joining Hightower School. I'm going to be teaching you how to make money with C.B.D. This is the first part to a 3-part series. The first part, which is today, I'm going to teach you everything as far as the biography and the introduction of C.B.D. and why you want to be a part of this. The second classes will be talking about how to start your business as well as networking. And the third part will talk about the different ways you can strategize, find your market, as well as how we can promote whatever items that you want to sell. So let's get into it. Houston C.B.D., we're an education and a retail company that believes in helping people with health and wellness. We must take charge of our health and stop relying on chemicals, government, and hearsay. The problem that we have from climate, we have hurricanes, we have tornadoes, we have floods. We have a problem with the water. A lot of our water is tainted. The bottled water is contaminated. We have longer winters because longer winters we lack vitamin D. We lack vitamin D3. And being here in the Western Hemisphere versus the continent of Africa, we have a whole different aspect when it comes to different weathers and different terrains that affects us. As well as with the industrial impact that we have with pollution, radiation, and the white light that we constantly are under, whether we go to the hospital, whether we go to the grocery stores, those lights plays a major factor. The solution, clean water, the alkaline spring water, cultivating our own food, going to the farmer's market where we're getting good food that's not GMO, eating healthy as far as getting away from the GMO foods, eating more organic, as well as all natural. Those are some of the solutions. Right now, I'm going to have you watch this quick video. If I can bring this video up. Okay, the video didn't come up. Well, we're at the end of the class, so I'm going to bring up this video. I would like you to watch this video that's going to give you more information why you want to be a part of CBD. Go back to slideshow. Can you still see the screen, sir?
Right, I still see the screen.
Okay, good.
Don't be fooled, the goods.
There you go. That's going to be part of the video I'm going to play to the end. For some reason, they didn't want to display right now, but I'm going to bring it up. And it's very informative that you see this video to understand. But we're going to drive on. What you see now, sir?
Don't be fooled, the goods.
It's still up. Okay.
All right, there we go.
These are the products when it comes to CBD. You have different forms of CBD. You got edibles. From the edibles, you got the gummies, you got the worms, you got the rings, you got the bears, you got the tinctures. With the tinctures, it's going to come three different things. It's going to be a full spectrum. And the full spectrum is going to have everything in it from the terpenes to may have a little bit of THC in it. Mm-hmm. You also going to have the isolate. The isolate is where you want to have if you're in a state where it's illegal. The isolate is pretty much isolated with no THC, no full spectrum, no terpenes. The other one is the CBD with the THC. That's the one that actually provides more benefit with the CBD, but once again, in some of the states are illegal. So you have to be very careful. Here in the state of Texas, anything with THC is illegal. So you can do what they call isolate. I just do CBD without the full spectrum. Mm-hmm. You also have the vapes. When it comes to the vapes, they have different vapes. They have CBD. They got the one with the THC. They have them in different sizes from 0.5 gram to 1 gram. Now, personally, when I tell people about the vapes, I don't too much care for the vapes because the vapes have a lot of chemicals in it. Mm-hmm. And if you're not careful, you can hurt yourself. And I don't know if you noticed, but in the news, they've been talking about all the chemicals in the vape that's hurting people.
Right.
If you look at California, by state law, and this went into effect, I want to say about a year ago, by state law, California has to put on there that the chemicals can cause cancer as well as other illnesses. I think as of November this year, they can take that label off. But it was mandated by the government to put that on there to make people aware. Even though people was aware, a lot of people still wasn't reading the fine print on those labels. Mm-hmm. So coming this year, when they take that sticker off, they still will be selling the same thing. Mm-hmm. Now, once again, I'm not a medical doctor. Matter of fact, I will put the disclaimer out there again if it's not in the slide. I'm not a medical doctor, so you need to get with your medical provider in regards to this. But I will tell you, a lot of doctors don't even know this. But you have to be careful because with these vapes, there's a lot of chemicals in them. Mm-hmm. Okay? Mm-hmm. So if you really want to do the vape, once again, I'm not a medical doctor, but I will encourage you, get a dry herb vape. Why? Because with a dry herb vape, you don't have no chemicals. You can put your flower in there, and you can extract your flower from the dry herb vape. Okay. That's my recommendation, but once again, I'm not a doctor. This is from other people I know that have used it, and that's what they prefer as well. As far as for CBD, the digital product is what's going to help you be to make your money. Not only that, you're going to be to help to find your people. And with the digital product, everything is online. So you'll be to help people to get rid of some of their medications as well as change their diets. You'll also be to help other people to make extra income. You'll be to educate people as well as build entrepreneurs. Mm-hmm. This game of CBD is still a young market, right. Very young. A lot of people still don't know about it. You hear the word CBD, but a lot of people still don't grasp the concept to how important this plant is. Rest in peace to old Dr. C.B.D. I threw this slide on here because of Dr. C.B.D. is what made me really want to learn more about holistic medicine. Mm-hmm. And my queen and I, we had the opportunity to go down there twice to Dr. C.B.'s village to learn about the different herbs, the different effects of the alkaline diet, plant-based diet. And because of that, I thought to bring him on here because CBD plays a major factor when it comes to it. Everything is about the herbs. Many people don't know those herbs have been put pretty much in a pill form and chemicalized. And because it's not chemicalized, it really don't give the full benefit that it should give as if it was just in the herb state. But we're not going to go too much in detail about that. But I thought to bring Dr. C.B.D. up here to pay respect and homage to him.
That's right, man. Much love.
Much love.
You're listening to Rural Pick Radio.
Slow down. So there's opportunity for success when it comes to CBD. You probably ask yourself, what is the opportunity? Well, for example, what I'm doing right now, education. You can make money just off education, off seminars, off speaking engagements, as well as you can just educate your brother, fellows, and sisters and family members on it. The client base. With CBD, you can get your client base, whether it's your network, whether you're retailing, whether you're wholesaling. You also can write books. You can write articles. You can do a podcast like my brother V, who's on there, who has an amazing podcast. There's so many things you can do with CBD that can make you money, as well as it's bigger than making money. It's all about helping people. That's the biggest thing, helping people. And a lot of people that's getting on CBD is able to get off some of their meds or are able to change their diet or change the way they was taking some of these meds. Once again, a lot of medication has side effects. And we're talking about our herbal plant that provides so many benefits. Matter of fact, it's providing so many benefits that they're still researching to find out what it is. Now, as of 2018, the United States made more than $591 million just off hemp-derived CBD products. $591 million off hemp-derived CBD products. Come 2022, they projected it's going to be $22 billion. So why come you and I can't even get 1% or 0.5% of that?
That's right.
Now, these are the different ways that you can scale your business. Once again, it's all about how you want to scale your business or how you want to scale your business. The way I put it in here, after this class comes phase 1, you can start developing your business, whether you go do it through a DBA, LLC, website, wholesale. Towards the end of the class, I will have someone that actually can help you with that if you need help with that. During the first part, you also can find your clients, educate your clients, and then retail your clients. But the main thing is I put in here vending. You want to get out there and vend in the public. So you can go anywhere and vend, whether you're educating, whether you're selling your products. You want to vend, because you got to get your face out there. Right. And once you get your face out there, people will then come to you online and purchase your products. Phase 2. I put 90 days out from November. By that time, you should be innovating yourself in your business. And when I say innovate yourself, you definitely want to do some professional development with yourself, whether that's going through a Toastmasters class, whether it's signing up with the Houston Urban League or the local Urban League and wherever you're from, the Black Chamber of Commerce, the Small Business Development Center, coaching. I'll still be here for you to get coaching. Mm-hmm. If not, there's other people that can help you with coaching, but you want to continue to innovate yourself in your business. Just don't be stagnant. Brand yourself in your business. Whether you're buying a T-shirt, whether you're buying a hat, constantly make yourself the brand so people know exactly what you're doing. And develop your social media presence. A lot of people don't want to use social media, but social media pretty much it's a new wave. Right. Unless you just got a handful of people that's surrounding you and coming to you in person, you have to be on social media.
Yeah, I'm learning that. I'm learning that social media presence.
It's a must. It's a must. And we'll talk about that later on in the other classes, but with social media, you definitely want to be on your Instagram, your Facebook, Twitter, There's a lot of other ones out there, but those are pretty much the top 3 ones that people use, as well as its different algorithms. You definitely want to be on YouTube. Everything that you're doing, you want to make sure they're connected and pretty much intertwined with each other. And once again, it goes back to vending. You still want to get out there and vend. When my girl and I, we started back in probably April of last year. We were one of the first people to start retailing CBD. And because it was so new, we spent a lot of time educating people. But the rewarding thing about it was, we had such a rinky-dink setup because we weren't really prepared. We just wanted to get the stuff out there to the people. And I think the first day we actually vended, we probably sold more than $300 worth of products within 2 hours.
Oh, yeah.
And that was a good feeling. But then later after that, there was some other issues that came about, CBD, that made people somewhat leery. Okay. And once I show you this video, you'll see why they make it so leery, so people be scared. Pretty much what the government is doing is they're putting people. Let me ask you: are you familiar with cryptocurrency and Bitcoin?
Right. Yeah, I own some.
Okay. If you don't know anything about cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, you realize there was a big wave of that came on.
Right.
And once the government got involved, they threw scare tactics out there, and people pulled back from it.
Right.
Well, CBD is one of those things. They throw scare tactics out there to scare you so they can get involved. And now that they're involved, you now can find CBD at your local Walgreens,
right?
Your local convenience stores, and you may be to find it in Walmart and Target pretty soon.
Right. Yeah. My the gym that I attend, they're starting to sell CBD now.
Right. So when I said the hiccup we ran into, that's the hiccup we ran into. They scared a lot of people on CBD, as well as some of the retailers such as myself. They was threatening, to take people to jail that was selling CBD. And that was, once again, it was a scare tactic. And it worked for some. So what I'm telling you is not too late to still get in this game. Don't be fooled, but still learn your local laws. Mm-hmm. You have to learn your local laws and state laws. I'm not a lawyer. And that's, once again, that's my disclaimer. So you have to do your own due diligence and your own research, because the laws are constantly changing. And matter of fact, now here in Houston, because I'm in the Houston area, we have CBD stores all over that's popping up. Mm-hmm. And once again, a year ago, they was demonizing CBD, but now you got brick and mortars that's popping up like 7-Elevens and Circle K's around here. Mm-hmm. Phase 3 of the business. By this time, you should be adding new products. And the reason why I say new products is because it's constantly changing. When I first came into business doing CBD, it was gummies, vapes, and creams. Now you got chapsticks, you got different types of creams, you got edibles, you got so many different forms. You got CBD water. Matter of fact, I was trying to bring CBD water down there. We was going to be one of the first ones to bring it. That didn't work out too well, but once again, everything happened for a reason. But you got so many different things that you have to stay with the trend, because things is changing. So right now, what we're talking about may not be relevant 6 months from now in regards to product. Mm-hmm. Okay? So what they're doing, a lot of it is marketing. I'm going to teach you that. A lot of things they're doing is marketing when it comes to CBD. So they can take, I thought I had a bottle of CBD here, but they can take a bottle of CBD and just say, put it in some, hypothetically speaking, in some tea. Mm-hmm. Now they tell you they got CBD tea, which is true because there's CBD in it. Right. But now the markup is going up. So that $1.50 you was paying for that tea, now you probably go pay $6 or $7 because it has just a little bit of CBD in it. All that is marketing. Bottom line, CBD is going to do what CBD does. Okay? So don't be fooled about all these different types of CBD products. Just be ready for the change and see what your clients want and what's going to work for them. Okay? Mm-hmm. Next one, I got the wrong slide. Okay, what is CBD? Pretty much we talked about what is CBD. And matter of fact, let me go back. I'm not sure if we missed some slides. Okay, let's see something. Didn't miss no slides. CBC School. So I proposed a question earlier. Let me ask you why I got you on here. How much do you know about CBD?
Personally, well, actually, doing my own research, I'm finding out about where it's grown. I'm finding out about the different lab. And I meant to ask you this too. I was told that each product has its own lab and the process that you can look in the book and find out what percentage in it, what percentage of CBD is in it, and the whole nine. Basically, but that's as far as I went.
That is true, and I think I'm not for sure. Let me double check because excuse me, because once we got off track earlier when the power went off and shut the network down and messed up my slides. But in regard to what you're talking about, Mr. Vincent, right?
Yeah.
I talk about that. That goes back. Now I think that's the second part of class, but because you asked that, I'm gonna answer that. That goes back to having a certificate of authenticity. Okay. So most companies that make CBD should be to provide you a COA, which I'm gonna talk about in another class. Okay. You want a COA. Right. If they can provide you with a COA, it's going to tell you everything that's in that product. And that's what you want. Okay. Now, some people can't provide a COA. When I first started, I couldn't provide a COA on some of the products. So pretty much after that learning experience, I started going to different manufacturers and making sure they can provide a COA. So a lot of things that I'm teaching in this class, you're going to learn from my downfalls. You don't have to even worry about run into that issue. I spent a lot of money and a lot of time learning the wrong way. Right. Now, the COA, once again, most companies should be to provide this. Some of them can't provide no COA. And they can't provide COA. I tend to steer clear of them because, once again, if anything happens, you want to be to prove that you got this product from this company and they told you this was all was inside of that CBD.
Right.
So that's a big thing right there. Big thing. So what else did you do in regards to your research? What else did you find
out? From that, what else did I get on CBD? It can't have no more than 0.3
okay, you on it.
THC. And pretty much that's about it. That's about it. The rest, as far as if I need any licenses or permits or to sell, I don't know I don't know any of that, or whatnot. That's why I'm at the class to learn.
Okay, now, like I said, I'm glad that you took this class to learn, and we're gonna talk about that. Matter of fact, now I got the right one up. Let me see from the beginning. Sure. Can you see the screen?
Right.
Okay.
Make money with CBD.
Okay, that's the one we should have used. Okay.
Okay, I'm not a okay.
Okay. Okay, now we're going to go back just a little bit and talk about what is CBD. CBD is a cannabinoid. It's a chemical compound from the cannabinoid family that naturally occurs in the cannabis plant. Scientists have isolated 108 different types of cannabinoids in cannabis. Delta T9 tetrahydrocannabinoid, or THC, is probably best known. Thanks to a psychoactive property, it's the one that gets you high. But CBD is quickly gaining ground due to its potential therapeutic benefits. So this is a unique thing about CBD. Matter of fact, I had an interesting conversation with a doctor last night, a good friend of mine that actually is, well, I probably shouldn't go in detail. But anyway, he's applying for a job that they flying him down to interview tomorrow that's making CBD. And he's actually a professor at USC. But anyway, he had shared some information with me about some of the different studies he had found as a chemist separating to CBD and some of the other components. But once again, talking about CBD, as I said, there's more than 108 different types of cannabinoids. I don't know if people realize, or you all realize how serious that is. That's 108 different types. Right now, they got more than 85 different compounds. So just look at it like this. Think if you can take sugar. We'll just use sugar, for example.
Right.
If you can mix sugar, we'll just say with flour. And from there, you got a compound. You can take sugar and mix it with probably another 84. But all this stuff works with the human body.
Okay.
They got more than 85 compounds. Right. Now, what I didn't put in the slide, they got more than, I think, 400 and some other elements that they still ain't discovered yet. And once again, we're talking about CBD. And we're still talking about marijuana. They know about the THC.
Right.
But when you talk about CBD, there's so many things that's still not been known. They're still researching to find the benefits out. Now, if you do more research on hemp and CBD, they outlawed it back in early 1900s. And if you know anything about hemp, they was making hemp paper.
Yeah.
Hemp jeans.
Yeah, one of the first Bibles was made out of hemp paper.
There you go. So the quality of hemp supersedes anything that we pretty much have today. Right. So because of that, they end up banning and outlawing it, as well as it has a lot of medical benefits. So now we found out all these medical benefits, and they really can't give us a definitive answer because they still don't know. They just know what works for us, the small research they have done. So you probably asked why I keep telling you that. I'm telling you this because, once again, this is a plant, a commodity that they still ain't found all the research for. So you're still in the game. It's not too late. And usually we're late when it comes to things. We're not late on this. How does CBD work? CBD and THC works by interacting with our body and the cannabinoid system, a regulatory system made up of naturally occurring cannabis-like molecules. These endocannabinoids, as they like neurotransmitters, shuttling messages through the body to help maintain homeostasis. Cannabinoids like CBD and THC interact with the endocannabinoid system, two known receptors as CB1, CB2. In the chat box, how many of y'all have ever heard of CB1, CB2? Type in yes or no in the chat box.
I haven't.
Okay. Now, the CB1 and CB2 receptors are very unique, and this would make CBD so good. The CB1 receptors are mainly present in the brain, where they're involved with cognition, memory, motor skills, and pain, but also in the peripheral nervous system like liver, thyroid, uterus, and more. The THC attaches itself to the receptors, inhibiting the release of neurotransmitter, possibly increase the release of others, altering normal function. So pretty much, anytime you're in pain, they're telling you that this CB1 receptor works when it connects with CBD. And CBD pretty much can manage that CB1 receptor. So how many people know people that's just constant in chronic pain right now? In the chat box, just type yes or no. How many people you know that's in chronic pain? I think all of us know someone.
Yeah, I do.
All of us. There's people that's constantly walking in pain, especially us as veterans. We got chronic pain all the time. We don't talk about it. We just drive on. Right. And speaking from a veteran, a lot of us don't like to be on the opioids. A lot of us don't like the opioids. Some of us are forced to take it because that's the only thing that gives them relief for our pain. So by this CBD coming out, it's like a wonder drug for a lot of people. The CB2 receptor, let's move it up, which are abundant in the immune and gastrointestinal system, which is where your stomach is at, as well as the brain and nervous system. So it's working three different parts of the body. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, yeah. Well, because what is that called? And Will Smith played the doctor that the football players get, the head concussions. I forgot what they call it.
And in the military, we call it traumatic brain injury.
Right. Now, the CBD can help with problems like that. Say if you played football, you took a lot of hits to the head or whatever. I'm just curious. It just when I read that, it just popped in my head like, wow, that could be a benefiting factor.
Okay, well, Since you said that, Brother Vince, go ahead and read that last paragraph for me.
CB2 receptors, which are abundant in the immune and gastrointestinal systems, as well as the brain and nervous system. However, they no longer believe that to be true. Although the exact way CBD affects our body is still unknown, scientists think CBD encourages the body to produce more of its own endocannabinoids, which may help reduce anxiety, pain, and inflammation.
You see what they say? They still don't know.
They still don't know. That's right.
They still don't know, but they do know that it does attach to the CB1 and CB2 receptors.
Right.
And also helps with the pain. So once again, this drug is so new, I don't want to call it a drug because it really is an herb.
Right.
It's so new that they don't even know. And this is an herb that, that Almighty put on this earth for us.
That's right.
And probably in our lifetime, and I probably shouldn't say this, but they probably going to messing up this herb. This herb probably going to be a drug that's going to be messed up in the future. But it's an herb right now. So we talked about, once again, the different problems that we have. I'm not going to bore you with that again. We talked about the problems. We talked about the solution. We talked about the product, the different types of products. This is some of the products, not all the products, but that's the edibles, the tinctures, the vapes. The benefits, once again, as far as helping people with the alternatives to medication, changing their diets, and everything will be done pretty much online. You can do everything from line versus going to an actual pharmacy, which is a good thing because things like this, you usually need a prescription.
Right.
So I can see the federal government, once again, getting involved in the near future and probably making this a prescription. Till then, we just got to ride the wave while we can. Once again, the business model, you got your education that you can make money off of. You got your client base as far as your network, retail, wholesale. Once again, books. You can write books. You can write articles. You can do blogs and podcasts. Bringing people on and just talking about their testimonials with this CBD. We talked about, once again, in 2018, it was more than $591 million that was made off CBD. They projected 22 billion, that's going to be made. So the homework, this is the homework that you have. And matter of fact, what I can do is actually email this. Let me see if I can do this. Find out what products you want to retail. So, for example, a particular area that you go to, or you may have a business, I'm not for sure, that you would know what products will actually work for your client base. Okay? So find out what products you think that you can retail or that you want to retail or that may help you or help someone else. Also get you a dedicated phone number, okay? Mm-hmm. You want a dedicated phone number. You can use your personal phone number, but you still want to present that professional appearance. So you can get a phone number easily from Sideline, Google. I use toll-free forwarding with some of my my notary business. And the good thing about toll-free forwarding is pretty much I got a dedicated phone number as well as a 1-800 number. And the phone numbers pretty much come straight to me from that answering service. Oh, okay. Anytime I don't want to answer it, I got a backdoor office where I got an answer service that takes the call, and from there it sends me an email, and I just pull up my email and I can hear the actual message. So it helps me out because I don't have to worry about constantly taking different calls, and I still get the calls. If I want to, I actually can forward the calls to another number. Sideline, that's another one you can use. I think Sideline may be free. Actually, I got it there twice. It may be free. If not, it's probably no more than $2 a month. With toll-free forwarding, I think I pay $20 a month only because I got a 1-800 number and a regular number. And it has some pretty good benefits. Also, I want you to review the difference between isolate, full spectrum, and CBD with THC. Wherever you're at, find out where your laws is at, okay? Find out what your laws state. So once again, here in the state of Texas, isolate is the only thing that we can use because it hasn't been fully legalized as far as with the THC. The laws are still somewhat vague, but THC has been approved by the federal government due to the Farm Bill. And actually in the state of Texas, CBD is legal, but the full spectrum is still somewhat questionable. The THC is pretty much out. You may be to find some, but just got to be careful, especially if you're trying to retail it. Don't risk yourself going to jail.
Right.
Also, find out what your business name want to be. Get your business name, because in the next class we're going to talk about how to register your business, how to go back getting your business up and running, and all this is going to help you start retailing as well as get your business up and running. You'll be ready to go. The last day of class, you should be ready. The last day of class, matter of fact, I have a lot of good information for you and a lot of people that's going to be here talking to you in regards to making you successful. Was you able to get this information?
Yes.
As far as the homework?
Right.
Okay. Now, once again, this ain't nothing I'm a grade you on. This is something for you. Okay. Right. I'm here to help make you successful. Okay. So the things I'm asking you to do is going to help you to move further along. If not, when it comes time for the class to end in 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, you don't want to be playing catch up. So you can do this stuff right now. So when it's time to roll, you just press play and you're going. Matter of fact, before you leave this class, you're liable to have customers who's want products or customers who's willing to buy from you. Matter of fact, you may have customers who just want to be educated by you.
Right.
So once again, we talked about what CBD is. We talked about how we can make money with CBD. And we talked about your target market. You know your target market. I don't know your target market. My target market pretty much is from 18 to about 65. But I'm starting to realize a lot of my target base is really between 33 and 65. And it's kind of fascinating because somebody asked me, 65? Yeah. A lot of older people do not want marijuana.
That's right.
And once again, I'm an advocate for it, but everybody's not an advocate for it. A lot of them want the health benefits. They want the relief. They don't want the psycho effect.
Right. They just want a relief from the pain. The aches and the joint pains and whatnot.
Right. So once again, I'm not against it, but once again, I'm all for making people healthy and making people better. And it's crazy because as I talk about CBD, the conversation always goes to marijuana. Right. And if y'all tuned in last month, I did 3 free classes on marijuana. Matter of fact, y'all that's in this class, you'll be able to get that free video in your class. And by Friday morning, you should have access to everything inside your class. I'm still working with my administrator to get all that stuff uploaded. This class right here that I'm teaching will be uploaded to your site. But like I said, everything still goes back to marijuana because people is curious about marijuana.
Right.
And marijuana has benefits, but once again, CBD has the most medical benefits.
Right.
Now, later on, we may talk about some of the other aspects of CBD because you got CBN, you got CBG, you got all type of other cannabinoids that we ain't even talked about. We just talking about CBD. One thing, CBD, we ain't talking about nothing else. But those other ones have so many benefits as well.
Never heard of them.
Never. Okay, well, brother, you go learn something. In the next class, we go talk about that. And that's why it's important for me to talk about the introduction of CBD, just so you get a glimpse. I know some of you probably wonder why come we didn't jump into talking about selling, but you have to know what you're talking about before you can retail, because you're going to run into a lot of people that's going to have 101 questions. And I've been doing this once again for about 18 months, and a lot of people still don't know what CBD is. So when they come to you because you're going to be the subject matter expert. And you got to be the guide them on the right path. So it's very important that you know what we're talking about when it comes to the isolate, the full spectrum, the CBD with the THC. You don't want nobody getting no CBD with THC and they end up pissing hot and losing their job.
Right.
It's not that serious. We're here to help people, not to hurt people.
Right.
This is my contact information. Once again, thank you all for attending the class. You can reach me at this number. You also can email me anytime at info@HoustonCBD.com. If you know any other people that want to take the class, it's not too late for them to take the class. They can go on the website, they can register. But you all that's in this class right now, you got some other benefits that they don't have, such as after this class, at the end of the 3rd week, you got a free consultation with me. I think it's 30 minutes. Right. You also get a handout on cultivation. Once again, in the state of Texas, it's illegal to cultivate, but I'm making you prepare so when they do make it legal, you'll know how to grow. If not, you can have someone else in another state that's legal to cultivate. And it's very easy. So it'll be a simple breakdown of some of the things that you need. And from there, you'll learn how to cultivate your own CBD, whatever plant you want to do.
Right. That's right. And what's that? www.houstonscbd.com.
That's it. www. Had you heard the brother HoustonCBD.com.
Okay.
Right. Also, if you need to email me, you can email me at info@houstons with an S CBD.com.
Oh yeah.
Phone number you can reach me at is area code 713-364-4856.
Well, I appreciate the class and looking forward to the next one. Verbal Pick Radio, we're out.